Hey all, I just kind of wanted to make this as just kind of a ramble of something I'm really interested in, of something I've been collecting for only a couple months now, but I think it's pretty fun. So back from 2001 to 2003, Harry Potter, or Wizards of the Coast have made a Harry Potter trading card game. And this whole thing started when, as a kid, my parents at a yard sale found a booster box that's actually similarly shaped to this one, that was completely open and ran through, for the Diagon Alley expansion set. And I have all of those cards right here that I have then went through and kept track of and have put into little 3x3 just regular card sheets. And I have them organized. Obviously I still have some holes in the collection, but I think I'm missing about 12 total cards, including variants, besides the really cool foil commons that are extra promo sets that were never released in this capacity or that capacity with the starter sets. So I have almost all of them though, and then so I have try to get one of each into this side, and then after that I then have the extras. I have up to 6, one of every variant. The YouTube Let's Player Chugga Conroy made a series on his trading card game collecting, which is about Pokemon. And in it he talks about how one of every variant of every card gets, when it goes into the sleeve on here, it also gets its own separate card sleeve. So there's one of the holofoil variant, you can see the glimmer, and then one of the non-holo variant. So he has one of each. And then in this same pocket, having up to 6 cards at once. So that way if you have any extras, you can actually use them to build a deck if you actually want to play the card game in the future. So I only have 3 of these, so I have 3 here. I have 1 of the holofoil variant, and I have 2 of the regular variant. So any card that I have more than 6 of, coincidentally goes in this section, which is just all of the extras. So I have quite an amount of extras, and some I even have so much extra of, like the lesson cards, that I have even more. So I have 6 in the regular version, in the regular set that I have, and then I have 6 more here, and I have even more extras here, and I have the rest of them. So I have a fair amount of cards. So all of these were found, or well, so I don't have the original packaging that these came in anymore because the box was very busted up and was done years ago, so I ended up doing that. So that's the set that I started with, the Diagon Alley expansion set. But when it comes to the base set, I've only ever had the, I bought one of the 2-player starter set. I didn't realize how trash the box was, but I kept everything inside of this bag, so I have the, so I have the box for it, and then I also have the cool little Harry Potter little, almost Pog looking things. I have the card mat that also has rules on it. This thing is very fragile, so I'm not going to open that again from the last time I opened it. Also has an advanced rule book, and it also has this nice little card to send back to Wizards of the Coast, but I'm definitely not going to do that. Mostly because they don't care about this dead-ass game. So I'm just going to put all this back in the bag. There you go. Keep it all nice and set up. All right. And then for the Quidditch Cup expansion set, is probably the one I have the most cards of, as you can see. What I want to do in the future is I want to take all of the card extras and then have these out in the open, the actual booster boxes. That way I can set them up, and then I can put all of the extra cards in there while leaving the one of each in this collection. But I ended up folding this up into a compact state. However, it should just be easy enough to where I can reach in, take it out, and then I should be able to literally just fold it back in together. You know, I'd have to bottom it out, and then I could just, you know, keep it as the box. However, I'm going to put this back in its case. Oh, I'm going to put it back in the bag now. There you go. I bought this thing sealed, which was $225, and we're not going to talk about that because, yeah, it was my nerd purchase for the quarter. My big nerd purchase. And then in a separate bag, I also have a bunch of empty booster pack skins, basically. These are not all the ones that I pulled. I got most of the ones I could. The other ones I didn't feel like keeping in here because they had this really, they went through a different card shop at first, so then so from what I understand, the cards probably went from the manufacturer to an official way, and then they made their way into a card shop or some kind of trading game store, which then put a sticker on it, and then that ended up going to another seller and another seller who then ended up selling them sealed on eBay. And they still had this like terrible sticker that was really hard to get off. So I tried my best to get them off of some of them. So with this one, you can kind of see how you might be able to make out some residue if I'm able to focus this thing. Yeah, there's some residue right there from the sticker. But the ones that came in the booster box were completely fine. So I just, you know, some of them I like completely butchered when I was opening, but I know that most people don't really care to preserve the packs because honestly, who really does? A lot of people, you know, rip them completely apart and unravel the whole thing, but I just kind of take them from the top and just, you know, get the cards out that way. So it is pretty nice though. It's a nice little thing. And then with this set, I have most everything. I think I'm missing 21 different card variants of this. So with this one, you have 80 total cards, the first 30 of which have a holo portrait or a foil one, or they have an actual holographic portrait one. That is actually really, really cool if you're able to get the light on it a certain way to be able to see the color in it. But the first 30 have that, so there's actually 110 total variants, I believe, if you're not counting the special promo foils and artwork. Oh, and this one also has a rules card. But that one's, you know, kind of boring. So I have all these. You know, they're very, very nice, very, very shiny. And then with this one, I also have my set of, extras. And with this one, it's actually really funny because with the Quidditch Cup set, they gave you a lot of the Quidditch lesson. So with this one, I only had, you know, I think I had 3 total things full, so it was like 18 or so. With this one, I have the one from the set, and then I also have 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and then the rest. So I have easily almost 40 total Quidditch Cup cards, or Quidditch lesson cards. And, you know, that's just sometimes how it goes. I also made, since I collected them from the same set, I also just kept them if they were part of the Quidditch Cup set as opposed to the Diagon Alley set. Kept them in the same binder just because. So, you know, maybe one day this will be a nice little collection that I'll grow to be able to talk about. I also saw that this game was printed in, I know it was at least printed in Japanese, it was probably printed in at least 2 other languages. But, you know, that's something that's going to be way beyond the scope of this. As a fan of the Harry Potter series, before all the controversy, obviously, it's just fun to have these sort of things to look at and to just collect and have fun with. And I also might even think about playing the card game if I can find any community that plays them. I mean, there is online play, but I've seen on YouTube some leagues have decided to try it out. But yeah, just my fun little hobby that I wanted to take a video of and talk about real quick. So yeah, see ya.